Okay, there we go. Got the mic up. Just waiting for the bit rate to show up. Oh, there we go. All right, we are live. So this should be fun. A couple days ago, the first add-on to the main version of Orcs Must Die 3, Drastic Steps, was released. I guess they're calling it DLC, though technically, since this is only on Stadia, there's nothing to download. That's just kind of funny. But yeah. I think we played through most of this game, or at least the main game. They've added some new things in here. There's 4 additional weekly challenges. So there's more things to rotate through on the game. These get unlocked when you purchase the DLC. There are a couple of weapons. There's the arcane staff, long range arcane attack with secondary attack that drops arcane projectiles in an area. So basically it's a ranged weapon that, watching anime with my sister, I'll be back later. Enjoy your anime, dude. But yeah, we have this thing, which looks interesting. It looks like it's primarily a damage dealing weapon, so I'm not sure how it'll compare to a weapon like the blunderbuss. But if it's like a lot of the other more precise weapons, I probably won't like it as much. But we'll see as that goes on. I'll probably give it a shot at some point. We have another melee weapon, the broadsword, and this is literally a lightning sword. Melee weapon, secondary lightning attack that damages targets in a line in front of the player. So if I remember looking at the video for this properly, it has the heal on primary attack, which is nice. It's one of the reasons the blade staff is so good. Additional bolts added to secondary. So you can use lightning with the right click. I think it uses up a bit of your mana, and you get like a string of lightning bolts fired in a line in front of you. So good to sort of soften up waves before you kind of get into them. For anybody that's going for like a sort of tankier build, it's pretty good. It is recommended that you play Old Friends prior to this campaign. So the main campaign, Old Friends, is what? No? Order Temple. What is Old Friends? Wait, that doesn't quite make sense. Oh, so they've named the main campaign Old Friends now. I got it. Oh, I wonder if that's what they're gonna do when they release like new mini campaigns for the game. Then they have the main campaign, which is Old Friends, then Drastic Steps, which is the first DLC campaign. Maybe there'll be more, maybe there won't. Who knows? That'll be interesting though. Give each of the campaigns a name. I think they just renamed the classic boards Old Friends. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Cause I'm thinking like there was a new level named Old Friends, and then I see it up here in the upper left hand or upper right hand corner, and yeah, that makes sense. All right, and we beat all that, so we kind of know what the main story is. From what I know, we've got flyers now, and this looks to be a decent mix of stuff. We got healers, we've got gnolls in the background. They buffed mountain trolls, I think, as part of the DLC edition. They've nerfed the window of butterflies. Its cost has gone up, and then I think they've weakened the HP for the fire elementals, but that just means it's easier to get them to blow up. Okay, so guess we just wait. Let me try to spin these skulls in case I decide to test anything out. What am I likely to bring with me? I should probably look at the base cost of that before I actually bring it. That's expensive. Primary attack rate, fire rate increase. Alright, so that basically just gets bigger, better DPS if you upgrade it. Let's just hop in and see what happens. Do we have cutscenes? What's happening?
It's been 20 years since Max and I started rebuilding the Order.
That's a nice
Everything
picture.
has been going really well, and I had managed to maintain control.
Bring the new traps? I'll check them out.
Till now. The Orc armies were getting bigger and stronger somehow. War mages were disappearing or being slaughtered everywhere.
Basically the beginning.
It was looking like a more seasoned war mage might have to come out of his own self-proclaimed retirement.
Good luck to anyone who figures out how to get that thing working.
So that was Max trying to soup up the blunderbuss. Literally just woke up. How's it going, Froggy?
Well, it might just call for old faithful. Whoa! Still packs a punch.
Feeling like poo and weird ass dreams? You still need to see a dentist, don't you? Yeah, you got about 2 weeks before that happens. Okay, so gotta look around here because there's probably going to be some interesting stuff happening. So we have 2 sets of wisps now. The circles or dots are, excuse me, ground wisps, and then the triangles are aerial wisps. It looks like we have 2 different sets of flyers coming through. Okay. So what do we bring here? I wanted to look at, whoops. I did not want to hit go. I wanted to hit this. So traps, the butterfly window has gone up. Base price 200 coin. That's a lot. That's a significant nerf. I guess people were using it too much. And with the saw blade launcher, it's going to get some additional real estate in the future. So that makes sense. Actually, let me check something out here. Alright, so we do still have the difficulties, I think. Yeah, they do. Okay. So, I guess if you've already beaten the game, you can just jump into this on Rift Lord if you want. I think we'll go through them on War Mage first, just to get a grasp of things. Let's empty out the Bleed Staff. Put these into this guy. And I'm going to see about dropping the Blunderbuss to bring the Arcane Staff. Alright. We've got to deal 20,000 damage with that. Kill 300 enemies with the Broadsword. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and swap over to Max. So there's supposed to be some new skins. Alright. So we got Prisoner Max, which is the Max that you get that's missing like half his clothes. And the main campaign, we got Retired Max, which is probably the Max you're supposed to play the beginning of this with. And then you can purchase Orc World Max, which is Max with some orky face paint. I guess that's supposed to be the corruption he gets or whatever. Everybody has some weird corrupted version. So there's regular Gabriella and Polymorphed, Rift Blessed Egan and regular Egan, Cygnus and Evil Cygnus. Alright, so that's the other skin. Good Warwick and Evil Cygnus. That's interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah, good to go.
But yeah, we got the 2 new weapons. Blade Staff and the Broadsword. We'll be using those. I should see about the traps. Let's try to not use the arrow walls here. I know I have a tendency to rely on that a lot when I need a wall trap. I'll leave the grinder out too. Let's reinvest in this. Let that deal a bit of damage. Let's go for the saw blade launcher. Ooh, this is the ceiling laser, so that's probably going to be important. Let's lower the cost of that, just max it out. I don't even know what the base cost is, but I guess we'll see what the maximum discount is in a little bit. And did I skip the saw blade launcher? I wasn't paying attention there. There we go. Alright, increase projectile duration. So the projectile has a life. Okay. Kill 75 enemies with it. Alright, so that's everything sort of leveled up there. We're probably going to have the healing trinket on because we're going to be getting close if we're using the broadsword. Let's do this.
It's been 20 years.
Alright, so we can skip this since we've seen it. Alright, so drop these. Let's go this and this. Now we have that. Not going to use this. Those are kind of okay. Actually, with the way that things are set up down here, I don't really know if the ice dart spitter will work too well. It may or may not. It depends. Let me see. You can place this up here, and it looks like in most cases, let me get a little bit higher so I can see. It's possible that this can hit the flyers, but it doesn't look likely, and we don't have anything to really slow them down in the air. So it looks like we're going to either be relying a lot on manually dealing damage. Okay, so that's a decent rate of fire. The projectile still looks kind of small. That's a good amount of mana cost. You can probably only fire like 3 of these before you're completely out of mana. Alright. Alright, so that's only 3 strikes.
The magic's not really flowing right now.
Yeah, it looks like you only get about 3 of those if you're at maximum mana, so we're not going to expect to win this by just blasting damage. Still, having another arcane weapon is nice. That means that we're probably going to be looking at using...
Pretty.
Yes, tip flower is nice.
Pretty.
Oh, actually, you see something here. Boom. Okay. Noise suppression's back on now. That should make sure that too much background noise isn't picked up. We want to drop that, and then for traps, we're going to take these 2. Okay. So these are about the same level. So we don't have a lot of cash. I think in the early levels, just due to the way that this is kind of set up.
I like it when the orcs just walk straight into them.
It's probably a good idea for us just to focus on being able to deal with both flyers and whatever else is coming through here. This should be able to do that.
I should have somebody to do this.
All right, we're gonna need about 3 barricades to get these guys to start hugging walls. Does this? No. Okay. This is important. Like, so this means that when I set up this last barricade, I need to make sure it goes out here. Oh, this may not be the best place to get the orcs to try to hug the walls then. Can we build on this? Yes. Okay. Maybe I should sell just one of these.
Tiptoe through the trap field.
Alright, pretty colors.
Flyers incoming! Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. The door is down!
Okay. So not too many flyers.
Dang it!
Alright, as long as the flyers are kind of down, I'm good. Been a while since we've seen this game. Yep. New DLC dropped last week. Alright. So the lightning attack with this is pretty strong. You can also cancel it, so that's nice. Tekken 7 Season 4 dropped today. I'm aware, because there were people crying about some streamers getting early access to it last week. As you know, that's what people do. They get mad. Alright, so not sure if we have heavy enemies here. This should. It's kind of disappointing the netcode is better. Yeah, everybody has said that the netcode is like a lot better. They've gotten like cross-continental streams that have been pretty decent, so that's nice. Alright. Now let's have those go in. Do I want to do that now? No. Let's slow them just in case.
Traps go up, orcs go down.
But still broken in the sense that you still have the game lying to you about how good the signal is. Sure. But that's because there's a lot of factors in that. I gotta keep going so I don't miss part here.
More enemies on the way!
Alright, so we're still just dealing with regular Hellbats here. Ooh, there's two of these. I thought there was just one area for them to come through. Maybe I would have been better off keeping the arrow walls too. I guess we'll see. So this weapon is actually probably about on par with the ooh.
There are enemies in our rift room!
Okay, it's not too bad. Oh, some
They're entering the rift!
flyers got in. Alright.
They're almost there!
That's okay.
There are enemies in our rift room!
For a split second, I thought about maybe.
So this
possibly
weapon is
getting
actually
a wee bit
strong.
concerned.
It still has a lot of the same issues that I don't like about like precision weapons though, and that's just that like headshots are kind of hard to get. But I think that's just a case of this game's engine more so than anything else. Alright, so that can go up, and then we're pretty much all about the ballista.
So pretty.
Or a 5-bar and still constantly skip frames. So that's probably going to be more a jitter thing than just, you know, connection strength. Because I've seen people with like gigabit internet still getting like under 5 bars on Tekken.
The barricade is under attack! Enemies at the rift!
So it might just be a thing with the way that the network reliability is done.
There are enemies in our rift room!
Ooh. Wait, that happens? Those things... actually are bouncing around pretty tight.
Enemies at the rift.
I think that was another one in that I didn't see.
They're attacking the barricade.
Alright, so that just happens around you. I thought you could aim that. I think only the war scenario trap actually gets to cast that anywhere but over you directly. Which isn't bad, but that means that it's a lot... The utility of the secondary attack isn't really that good here. Which is a shame. It should be a little bit better, like targetable or something.
Hello, old trap buddy. I'm ready if you're ready.
I'm waiting too long, so I'm definitely not going to par this time.
More enemies on the way. Flyers incoming.
Alright, so they staggered the flyers a little bit.
There are enemies in our rift room.
Oh, alright, the flyers are still getting through? Or was that a broken earthling that I didn't see? Nope, it's definitely the flyers. Alright, they're basically getting free reign of everything here. So I really don't think, like, this area over here is actually not too bad, but I built it too soon. I would be much better off because of this extra pathing that we have over here, just going like nuts with the ballistas. Or actually what I should have brought here that I haven't is the laser fences.
In the air.
This never gets old. That works.
So I think right now the best thing that I have to deal with them is basically trying to spam that, and it's bad.
Ow!
If you replay, the ceiling lasers help a ton. I might. Like, I mean, I expect to be able to finish all 5 of the levels here in like maybe an hour or 2.
Stop them quickly.
Cause yeah, like the ballistas are very expensive for trying to deal with the flyers, but they do help with the heavier enemies here. The lasers probably are less expensive and take up more space, so that could be an advantage. Oh, they still haven't fixed that.
More enemies on the way. Look out, flyers.
Like, I don't think I needed anything up here really. If I'd have just invested it in ballistas earlier, it pretty much would have been a guaranteed. Ram, you coming to chill with me tomorrow? Coming to chill with you where? I might be forgetting about something. I know I have a couple of things that I need to prepare at home tomorrow, cause Yakuza, maybe. I'll probably be tired tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'm streaming, because I gotta do some cleaning, and I gotta prep some stuff that I'm gonna cook Wednesday night and Thursday morning, and also, I'll be getting a grocery delivery, and it's gonna be like enough stuff for like a month and a half.
Okay, that
All
was
right.
fun.
Oh, don't blow me up, please.
A barricade is under attack.
That was close.
And by we, I
But yeah, I'll come check out, you're playing Yakuza 7, right? Or Like a Dragon, whatever you want to call it. Alright. One skull, that was garbage. But we got 3 earned. So I probably don't need the window of butterflies here, even though I don't even remember exactly how much that cost here. Let's just defund it anyway. Alright, so the biggest issue there is just the flyers. Like, the regular enemies are actually pretty easy to kill and stop without anything else. We also need to get that damage dealt. So with the arcane staff, we're halfway done the damage that we need to deal there, and we need to get a lot of kills with the broadsword. What's happening, Biscuit? You and your pirate yeti. So we might still hold on to these just so we can clear the conditions to get the unique upgrades unlocked for those. But let's try leaning into the ceiling laser a bit. Lightning damage with enemies underneath. That could be interesting just because Fleck new skill tree seems okay. That one seems like one of the better ones, him and Mose. Alright, let's just go ahead and retry this. Alright, so I don't want to get rid of the auto ballista. I think the auto ballista is still a good choice. Let's bring... I might even keep this. I should probably go back and buff it. But... Alright, laser walls or laser ceilings. And where are my tried and true buddies? The arrow. Oh, nope, not the wall blades. I took everything out of the arrow walls, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alright, fine. We're going to go back and we're going to dump skulls into the arrow walls again. Hellbats are fire, so you can't actually deal fire damage to them. We'll do the extra pierce on the arrow walls just to see if that helps out. But arrow walls are still relatively cheap, so that could be nice. And then, do we have anything else that could possibly help here? I guess we could put this back. Yeah, okay. So, let's go in here again.
It's been 20 years.
Skip that since we heard it once. Alright. So, this is with the maximum discount available from the upgrades on this. So, and it starts at $650. I have to look at what the base cost is, but still, that's not too bad. So nothing starts off coming through here. I wonder, do I just want to... Are these constant? They're not particularly expensive, like for ceiling traps. If anything, I probably just want to make sure that we get these guys to hug the walls right here. And then... Arrow wall? That's got to be worth something.
Yep, roll on. Like deodorant.
Alright, I'll probably have to place some more of these back here.
Flyers in the air.
Let's see how well these do. I don't think they're really going to do super well. But you're probably better placing these horizontal rather than like this. Oh, they're behind me.
Enemies at the rift.
So they don't do a lot of damage at all. They do less damage than a shot from the arcane staff, which is fine.
They're almost there. Enemies at the rift. There are enemies in our rift room.
Someone keeping score? Because we totally should.
Okay, so we know we have some coming through here. Why don't we just...
Found a good spot.
So it looks like they're roughly the same length as the saw,
Pretty happy
maybe
with that.
not quite as long. And then if we do that, we've got pretty much every area covered with them.
Let's rumble.
More enemies on the way! Look out! Flyers!
Okay. So for the most part, they just kind of run through that.
Is that it?
However, I can see the laser trap being like super nice. They change speeds when they get close, yeah.
Enemies at the rift!
Alright, that's this then.
They're almost there!
Some of those should have been headshots.
Good workout.
No, I still think these are ultimately the better choice.
More enemies on the way! Flyers incoming!
But
Look out! Flyers!
Seen that coming.
there we go.
Attacking a barricade!
And then here we can just... And then we get one more here, and we got lightning going across.
There are enemies in our rift room!
I wonder if they can be hit by all three beams if they walk across them. If they can, that's pretty nice.
More enemies in the rift! A barricade enemies at the rift! They're almost
Alright,
there!
yeah, flyers just kind of go through that.
They're attacking a barricade!
That got the blood pumping. Just point me to the after party.
More enemies on the way!
Flags go up,
In the air!
orcs go down.
So I like the fact that the headshots are strong with this weapon, but it's basically just a AoE version of
Enemies in our rift room!
the chain lightning staff with a better rate of fire.
They're almost there!
Did a flyer get through? Yeah, some of the hell babies, they move a little bit quicker. Okay.
Enemies at the rift!
How come they're not getting shot? Are these getting overwhelmed just with targets?
Possibly getting a wee bit concerned.
Alright, this probably has to do with just bad ballista placement.
More enemies on the way! Look out! Flyers!
Because none of the stuff over here is really a problem. There's too many ballista here.
There are enemies in our rift room!
try that.
Old trap, buddy.
Enemies at the rift!
For trying to take out enemies quickly, that's really not a good choice. Ah, nope.
Good workout.
There are enemies in our rift room!
Yeah, the hitboxes for projectiles in this game just aren't large enough for me.
More enemies on the way!
Alright.
Flyers incoming!
I like it when the orcs just walk straight into them. Ow!
Alright.
The barricade is under
Let's let
attack.
the ballista deal with whatever those are going to be doing now. So with this, we actually need to just score kills. So the best thing to do if you probably want to just finish off the broadsword is bring it to one of the first war scenarios and just run through that, murdering all of the light orcs, and you should be fine. That guy is kind of strong against.
Look at the
Yeah.
health bar.
All right.
They're attacking a barricade.
And boom goes the... Well, I'll let you say it.
Okay. Arcane Staff is done. You can increase the radius of the secondary or reduce the mana cost. I think that's probably the better move. Like, just have the area be larger. Reducing the mana cost, if it doesn't get you another shot with it, let's see if it does. We're still at only 35 kills with this. There's not a lot of enemies that I can kill on this level with the broadsword, so I think I'm going to switch it out for the next go around, just for the ice amulet. Let's go ahead and do that again. Amulet. I could also just take the blunderbuss, but I pulled everything out of that, so we'll leave it alone for now. The blunderbuss is probably going to be a better way at dealing with the flyers, just because of the spread of pellets. Like, I don't think they intended to make the blunderbuss as good as it is, but with the fact that it shoots out a spread and
That works.
most of the enemies just aren't really... Most of the other weapons just don't deal as much damage compared to the number of pellets it puts out or the headshot. Secondary Stone Staff drops flyers. Yeah, I should give that a shot. That was always one of my favorite... Like, that's my favorite, like, staff in the
I
game.
should have somebody to do this for me.
Okay, so... we can put one of these here. It's probably best to just do it here, though.
This never gets old. Right there.
That's flyers only. Move it down a bit. Because I don't think they really fly at different heights, do they? No. Doesn't look like it. Okay. And then if we want to consolidate the enemies a bit.
Through the trap field. Go, go, go!
Stone Staff and Blunderbuss are probably the best way to go forward here.
Preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through.
You can AoE stun the light guys or the flyers. It's not that expensive as far as mana goes.
are enemies in our rift room.
Really?
Enemies at the rift.
Ah. Yeah.
They're entering the rift. They're almost there.
We won already? Awesome.
Like, tiny projectiles make you work so hard in this game, and they really shouldn't. Okay.
I am just so ready.
More enemies on the way. Flyers in the air.
This weapon probably works a lot better in areas where you get to set up larger kill boxes, because then you can pepper enemies with arcane damage and then make sure that all the other traps and things that you have set up deal a lot of damage. Alright, so we got the decreased mana cost on right now, right? That's 2, 3. Alright, that is a lot of decreased mana cost. Not gonna lie.
There are enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the rift.
Alright, this makes this feel a lot better, actually.
Do they have any
Still
bigger
not too
ones?
much better against the big guys, though. But not much is going to be. Okay.
Pretty happy with that.
More enemies on the way. Flyers incoming.
Now!
Look out, flyers.
Alright, where are they coming from? The other side now? I think we're pretty safe from flyers. Like, a couple of arrow walls and some ballistas are pretty much going to do to them what you don't have to do yourself. Okay, so the flyers seem to be like or not the flyers. The laser walls seem to be like a duration thing. They kind of work like
Enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the
Amara's new skill stream seemed pretty meh. Yeah, that's what I figured. The only thing that looked interesting about it was the action skill in it. Oh no, a flyer got through. Okay.
The barricade is under attack.
Just means kill him.
When am I not ready?
More enemies on the way.
The action skill feels underwhelming. That's a shame.
Flyers.
But it's kind of what I expected.
Enemies at the rift. There are enemies in our rift room. They're attacking a barricade. They're almost there. Enemies at the rift.
That was me that did that thing there. Hello, old trap buddy. Traps, 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 traps.
More
traps,
enemies
traps.
on the way. Flyers incoming.
I should have somebody to do this for me.
Alright, yeah, the Hell Babies are pretty weak. the Hellbats still get taken out by a single ballista shot.
They're almost there.
Does this work at all well against them? Not really. Alright, you can still kind of aggro the flyers too, which is nice.
There are enemies in our rift room.
I see robot does not increase projectile size for weapon skill. I wish they had. That's my main gripe about like the majority of the precision weapons in this game. Projectiles are just so tiny. Like the projectile size in Unchained just felt like really nice. And everything else is like, these are all tiny pew pew bullets. Tiny and slow, yeah. Like if it was faster, it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal, because like then you don't have to lead as much. But when it's small and slow, then you have to lead the target. The projectile itself is also harder to hit them with. And like the thing is, for the extra effort, it's not a ton more damage, even on headshots or anything. If it was, it would be great, but it's not.
It's just so pretty.
So then it's like, what's the point?
Found a good spot.
All right.
I'd love to, but you can't. That's the mark. Ow! Dang it! Ah!
Whoop.
That was fun.
I actually thought I was going to die right there, but I didn't.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be dead soon.
Come on, just kill him. There we go. Who's left?
So it turns out I can't actually fly. I've risen from the dead, like that one famous guy. You know, a zombie, cooler.
1 second to spare. Yeah, I know. Alright. So I think I figured out what I do and don't like about most of these weapons. This thing can chill for a while. Going back to my blunderbuss. The broadsword may actually have some use over the blade staff, because I like the secondary. The ceiling laser seems nice. The ceiling laser seems nice, but not nice specifically against the flyers, which I kind of felt like it was there for. I think it's meant to be like a general purpose, like area damage trap, whereas like your other options are like the light specific gravity pillar or the ballista. So it's nice because it's elemental damage, and it'll work better against the heavy armored ogres and the heavy orcs, because they take bonus lightning damage. I think some of the trolls do too, but still, like a ceiling lightning trap was kind of missing, other than I think the shock zapper, but the shock zapper has limited vertical range, whereas these don't. It's also cheap. It's always nice to have a cheap trap. All right, and then we need to get that back. Okay. That's cool. Like having niches for the traps is always a good thing. Alright, but we basically going back to the OG setups. Alright, let's try to actually 5-star this time. So basically, if I get rid of the arcane staff, my issues with aiming go away. This is fine. These three are pretty much perfect for this level. They're really all you need. So with the guys coming from this way, if you wanted to, you could probably drop I want to say the tar. You don't super need the arrow wall either, but it's good. If I was going to use a wall trap, I could probably just do that though. Let's do some more of this. And then early on,
I like it when the orcs just walk straight into them.
we'll do that. Hit them with assault launcher there. Do I really need the lasers? No, let's bring the arrow balls. Okay. Okay, and then let's just keep most of the ballista kind of concentrated right there.
All set.
Okay.
Flyers incoming.
So this will be like, look at that.
They've broken through a gate.
Like, it's not that I specifically think the blunderbuss is like super overtuned, but because you can't really hit pinpoint shots at super long distances. But the fact that like the rest of the weapons are so difficult to aim with is a bit much. Blunderbuss is hit scan, everything else isn't. It's not even just that. Like, even with it being hit scan, like the spread of firing multiple shots makes a huge difference.
This is so easy.
They're almost there.
No, they aren't. And even though it's supposed to have like a decent spread, the fact that like it's concentrated enough that you can score multiple headshots with it is also kind of ridiculous. Alright, so I normally wouldn't have time to wait for this at all, but we are going to put all of these up and then one of these for whatever breaks through.
Boom boom for you and boom boom for you. Ha! I'm giving.
There are enemies in our rift room.
Oh, one of them actually came across. Alright. So they send a second wave on the second wave that comes in with the enemies when they round the corner. I'm trying to conceive this setup for Rift Lord in advance because I know I won't be able to replace things. I guess we could just do that first. Then slow them down afterwards. That should stop the kobolds early. I really don't need to worry about flyers on the left side, mainly because that's where I sort of babysit the entrance anyway. So it's probably a good idea to move most of the ballista over here.
Look out! Flyers! Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. The door is down.
And I guess if I wanted long range, I could always just do that. Do they just insta-die if they hit the ground? Kind of. Okay. That's a good idea then. That's actually pretty ridiculous.
Having no head does make it easier to get through doors.
They're almost there.
beat you. Just point me to the after party.
Okay, so for this, let's try moving these a bit closer.
Enemies on the way.
Actually, even further down here.
Flyers incoming.
Traps, 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 traps.
Nope. Oh, wait, what?
This was a doozy.
Oh, Max has a double jump. I forgot about that.
Harder to bounce back in my advanced stage.
Oh, it's kind of too late to go run for grab that now.
Ow!
There are enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the rift.
That got the blood pumping.
That was my fault.
They're entering the rift.
I lost that because I got greedy. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, the one option that you would probably really want in this game, and actually, let me see if they changed, if they added it. The ability to shut off the, print type, closed captioning, scenario dialogue. No, that's already off. Press to continue, show par, trinket swamp. You can't shut off the announcer. And that is something that, like, you really want to do sometimes. All the previous games didn't really have this issue, only with OMD3 map design. Yeah, it's definitely a cause of the reason why that's a problem, just because they have you build so close to the rift so often. Let me just put this right here now.
Yep, roll on. Like deodorant.
Like if the rifts were spread out, or
Enemies are preparing to
they
breach
gave
one of our
you,
gates.
I don't know,
They've broken through a gate.
Not today.
just more space between the trappable areas and where the rift was, it would be better.
Ooh.
Alright, not really worried too much about you. All dead. Alright, all dead.
They're almost there.
Or if they made sure that it didn't go off at the specific distance that it does, like, this is pretty far away. You have an opportunity to build more stuff before they're really
A little bit better.
much closer to it.
I'm ready if you're ready.
All right.
You ready? Because I'm ready.
So for
More
this,
enemies on the
right
way.
there is good. This is
Happy
fine.
with that?
Flyers incoming.
This
I
too.
like it when the orcs just walk straight into them.
No, I missed. Okay.
I don't think so. Do they have any bigger
Is your
ones?
blunderbuss secondary on freeze? Yes. Like, I don't feel like the increased explosion damage and range on the blunderbuss really does almost anything. So the freeze seems like, you know, a better utility option. If you need a crowd control in a pinch, then it's right there for you, and it's pretty, you know, just effective. Whoops.
Can't keep casting forever.
Did that wrong, but that's fine.
Ow!
Accidentally right clicked when I wanted to left click and blew all of my mana. Okay.
Found a good spot.
And it's just because, like, I don't think the weapon balance in this game is very tight. Melee weapons are actually pretty solid as long as you're not on endless. They do a decent enough damage to multiple enemies that they're kind of always worth it if that's what you want to do. It's just that it heavily affects what works well in your trap build. Alright. Nope, missed that completely. Let's worry about this for a moment.
They're attacking a barricade.
Hello, old drop buddy.
No, they didn't make it across yet.
Enemies of the rift. They're almost there.
Messed that up. Oh, that was close.
Enemies in our rift room. Ow!
Nope.
They're entering the rift.
One made it through the ballistas on the left side.
That it?
Barricade is under attack. Enemies of
Alright. That was fine.
the rift.
That was definitely my fault there, though. That was a mistake in my targeting choices. Alright, I still think this side is really not much of a problem here, though. Actually,
It's just so pretty.
I need to stop building the wall traps. I don't even think I need those. Something like this is a good idea just to stop the runners. And I don't even need the slow yet.
Let's rumble.
Flyers incoming. Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate.
Just like old times.
There we go. Also, the fact that the blunderbuss can sometimes just multi-shot a bunch of enemies is kind of a feature that other weapons don't possess in this game. Imagine if Blunderbuss had explosive shrapnel for an upgrade. That would just be dumb.
Totally should.
Wait, what? Oh, there's a push G. Okay.
Oh yeah, good to go.
Alright, so...
More enemies
About
along
right
the way.
there.
Go up. Orcs
Right
go
there.
Look out.
Move it up one just in
Flyers.
case. 1, 2. You know what? No. Missed a lot of those.
down. Walking seems hard without legs.
Alright, we're out of flyers, so we're good. One of the reasons I really like bringing the Ice Amulet as a backup too is since it's non-elemental, armored enemies really don't get any benefit from like their armor.
That works.
Okay.
More Enemies on the way.
I'm gonna add a slow there just in case.
In the air.
The ice amulet is another one of those things. It's just like there's currently like no ice immune ground enemies.
Look out.
Like
Flyers.
we don't have the frost orcs or anything in this game like they did in Unchained. So it's pretty much free real estate. Does a lot of damage even if you have elemental strength. Like some of the mages. Lack of Angry Yeti. Pretty much. Oh, this guy's gonna just keep staying back there and launching homing projectiles at me.
Enemies at the rift.
But wait, a flyer again? Yeah. Okay. It's almost like every time I have coin, if it's not a ballista, it's a mistake.
That was me that
You know what?
did that.
I think I'm gonna try to maybe don't use the arrow wall for the flyers. No, well, not only the arrow walls, I'm thinking even building the whatchamacallits, the barricades might not be helpful. Okay.
I should have somebody to do this for me. Go, go, go!
Look out. Flyers. Enemies are
Like the thing
preparing to
about this
breach
game
one
is
of
it
our
favors
gates.
damage so heavily that it's kind of ridiculous. Compared to like
Come.
Unchained, Orcs 2, and Orcs 1. Like pathing still kind of mattered there a little bit. Ah yeah, spam ballista, only what could possibly go wrong. Well, I mean, I know what can go wrong.
They're almost there.
That. But there's a reason ballista gets nerfed in like every Orcs game. Nah, that was bad. Okay.
Boom goes the.
I feel like the laser trap was more useful than you think. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not saying the laser trap isn't useful,
More enemies on the way.
but the issue is that, like, for the laser trap to actually get the coverage that I'm needing, it has to either be used almost exclusively for the flyers or, you know, not against the flyers. And I feel like there are other tools that just work better against them. Like sometimes I play more defensive in this game because I'm used to like habits from older orcs. And you really gotta be aggressive in this one.
Any more of those? Dang it!
Like anytime you stop trying to deal damage or murder stuff, you run into problems.
For a split second, I thought about maybe possibly
The way it looked to be
getting a
best
wee
used
bit
is staggered
concerned.
place them instead of completely aligned. Yeah, I know what you mean. You cascade them so that the lasers overlap and there's a bunch of
This never
coverage.
gets old.
More enemies on the way. Flyers in the air.
And that probably worked extremely well with the ballista too.
Look out. Flyers.
Whereas you had it before, it covered areas but had two gaping holes for enemies to walk through. The walking is not really what I was worried about though, it was more the flying. Like, the walking is easy to deal with because it's easy to build crowd control for that. That's what I need to happen. Alright, and we got the flyers still coming around.
Nice to beat you.
Because ballista spam is still the shit. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a weight.
When am I not ready?
More enemies on the way!
Pretty happy with that.
Okay, so everything's coming from this way. Yeah.
I don't think so. No!
They're attacking a barricade. Enemies at the rift.
Yep. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Now!
There are enemies in our rift
Bigger
room.
ones?
I think that was pretty much the only one that got through. And that means that I should have just moved these two over here. I'll see how the last wave goes.
On the way. Look out, flyers!
And again, it's because I abandoned what I was doing and didn't just place more ballista.
Ow! Found a good spot.
The barricade is under attack.
Ow!
So typically we like placing our stuff aligned together, and I feel like the robot made that ceiling trap the way to get us out of our usual comfort. Maybe.
Enemies at the rift.
Yeah.
Okay, that was fun. Traps go up, orcs go down.
More enemies on the way. Flyers in the air.
I think at this point there's probably enough ballistas to just solo them.
Ah!
Like the only thing that really have the opportunity to overrun you are the hell babies. That's a hell baby.
They're attacking a barricade.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah, that was the only thing. If I would have prevented that one hell baby from getting through, this would have been a perfect run.
That got the blood pumping. Ow! Someone keeping score? Because we totally should.
Okay. So things that I definitely don't need here, the arrow walls. Let's try. Too bad we don't have a Tesla ceiling trap that discharge electric damage in the area around it, similar to the dart trap. Yeah, that would kind of be like the old, or I guess not old, but the there was a lightning Tesla trap like that in Unchained. I forget the specific name of it, but it wasn't the shock zapper. It was the smaller one, but it would chain lightning. And that trap was amazing. It was just, when there was a trap limit in the game, it was a bad idea. The lightning rod, yeah. With a trap limit, that trap was horrible. Without a trap limit, that trap's amazing. Ooh, did we? Let me check one more thing now. Like, we played this a few times. We've gotten to get a couple of the the unique upgrades now, right? We should possibly have access to that for that trap. Actually, well, we leave that alone for now. Where is it? Ceiling laser? Alright, so, adds additional lasers, or it deals fire damage. We don't want the deals fire damage because fire enemies, but adds additional lasers might literally solve the problem that Biscuit just mentioned. So, let's find out.
It's been 20
More lasers? Yeah, pretty much. So we either get fire lasers, which are great, or we either get, if it's 5 lasers instead of 3, you're gold. And it is. I still want to look. Alright, if we move it, yeah, it literally can't overlap any more than it does with 5 lasers. So the upgrade for this trap literally makes it perfect. Alright, in that case,
Traps. Right there. Let's rumble.
alright, probably new favorite trap then. Like, it was decent before, now it's probably going to be great.
Flyers in the air. Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate.
I heard some orcs are blind. They're coming to have the laser eye surgery. Well, I got the LASIKs. Let me not forget the fact that we have kobolds. Oh, it killed most of the kobolds too. That's nice. So there's still some issues with it not hitting certain sides.
They're almost there.
Boom boom for you and boom boom for you. Ha! I'm giving.
There are enemies in our rift room.
And
Enemies at the rift.
whatever everything else doesn't handle, the blunderbuss does.
Is it possible I'm better at this?
You know what? I got the solution. It's the same as it was before.
I'd better put that on the ceiling. I can only place that on the ceiling.
Yeah. It's still, yeah, there's still like a half space that it can't place, but that's because of the way the stage is set up. So that's fine.
I am just so ready.
More enemies on the way. Flyers incoming.
Cape the stair, then laser, then ceiling laser the funnel. I will, but not in the early waves. Flyers are the most important thing. Because really, the damage that these guys like can absorb isn't that high.
That was me that did that thing there.
Wow, that thing lets you do crazy combo numbers too.
Ooh, they have any more of those? No! Seen that coming.
Like, they're definitely doing crazy amounts of damage right now.
It's just so pretty.
More enemies on the way. Look out, flyers.
Well, the second layer of the lasers ain't no flying getting past. Yeah.
Flyers in the air.
through doors. We won already? Awesome.
Okay. Now I don't feel so bad about building this.
When the orcs just walk straight into them.
No, you're right.
Hello, old drop buddy.
I probably should move this back a bit, but I think it's fine for now.
Flyers incoming!
Like, these are actually super strong once you add the extra couple of lasers. Like, the hell babies are getting eradicated now. Along the what?
They're almost there!
There we go.
Enemies at the rift!
Holy cow! I'm setting records here.
Okay. More lasers. Oh, we can do that? I'll do it.
More enemies on the way!
That works.
Look out! Flyers!
Slow down. Wait, is there one behind me? Oh, yeah. These guys. It's a rave.
Not today.
Pretty much. Yeah, these lasers are ridiculous. Alright, you gotta go.
There are enemies in our rift room!
Well, we found a new meta.
Is that it?
Well, we found what works so far. But I do love me some spammable ceiling traps, so I'm not gonna say you're wrong. Just that I'm not gonna call it immediately.
On the way!
Because I think they also have lightning flyers, and lightning flyers would be immune to this. Lightning flyers, I think, are a new creation just for this game. And it's probably because they made this trap.
Ow!
You know, always need the fun police.
Dang it!
Now imagine if you put down checkered pattern tars. Oh, I wouldn't even checkered pattern tars. Like, this bridge is only like 3 spaces wide. 2 tar, and I mean 2
Enemies at the rift!
2 barricades and a tar would basically funnel everything, and then they just get murdered. Because you can fit 2 of these lasers in like 1 space. Everything's basically getting shot up already.
Tiptoe through the trap field.
And there we go.
A little bit older, but a little bit better.
Yep, there we go. MVP was definitely the ceiling lasers that time. Oh, glad I mentioned keeping the laser. Well, I wanted to see what the laser upgrade was too, so, you know. That definitely made the difference. Like, the lasers without that upgrade definitely would not work here. And it also would cost you a lot of money to try to, like, just stagger them. But with the extra 2 lasers, like, closing the gaps, it is extremely nice. We still don't have enough to finish off that. And we have everything unlocked on the arcane staff. We'll still have to give now give us wall lasers. Oh, you asked for a lot now. We'll still have to give out the war version of the weapons a try. The knight and the Arcane Priestess. He has to kill 500 enemies. And what does she have to do? Ranged Arcane War Guardian with secondary arcane attack. She has to deal 10,000 damage. So it's literally what you have to do, except for some reason he has to kill more enemies. She has to deal half the damage. Interesting. What's her reduce recovery time and increase ability radius? So basically the same thing as what you get. Imagine ceiling plus wall laser. You don't need any other wet traps at that point. Well, again, if the lasers stay lightning elemental, they have lightning immune flyers now. At least I think they mention them in the updates. I also use the killer. I started playing around with the killer beehive. It's nice. Okay, we 5-starred that. Let's go back. What do we have next? We have the aqueducts. And they're pretty much throwing every enemy from the main game in here. We're getting sappers again. I wonder how strong the sappers are. Who says wall laser is the same trap as ceiling laser? Well, I mean, it's not really a laser. You know, like, I would actually, like, what would it be if it was an always-on trap that wasn't electric, though? Fire? Yeah, but they have the fire arrow walls. Like, it would just basically be a direct upgrade or have to have, like, inferior range. Otherwise, the ice laser? Yeah, but then that's just, like, unfair. Because ice traps are too strong in this game. Like, they don't have the chill effect that they did in Unchained. So, because of that, ice just freezes immediately. Like, they'd have to rework the way ice works in this game to even try to balance an ice wall trap. Alright, let's hop in here and take a look. Oh, this looks interesting. Alright, no pomp and circumstance with this level, just a map. Alright, that's instant death, I'm guessing? Yes? No?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What's that first step? Yep, I'm better now. Don't worry. I landed on the soft part of the rock. Second time's a charm.
So, everywhere under there is death. Which means this entire area is flyers only. There's no walkways to this center area. So, these walls are the right width. Yes. Ooh. I see a ceiling. I use lasers. Alright. Yes. Absolutely. Yep. Alright, but we don't have this gate opening first. What, man? It's there. They let you use it. I'm gonna do it. Alright, so this is where they start. Is there like a convergence thing? Par time's 9 minutes, 15 seconds. Alright, you don't really have time to try to join waves or anything. What I can do, though, saw launch in the mini tunnels of the doors.
Traps, 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 traps.
Okay. Yeah, so... Alright, that's what we do later. Another way where you're forced to build close to the rift. Well, I can try to build the split set of traps over there, but what I'm thinking is once I kill a few enemies, or at least before the flyers open up, we can barricade off the rift and force enemies to, like, split trap is a terrible idea. I know, it's always bad, but, like, if you want to kill box, you have to join the two lanes. And so we either block this side off, or we block this side off, have everybody meet up over here. It's probably easier to do it that way. Just have everybody meet up over here and have them dance around this. Because I think if you do it this way, yeah, there we go.
Pretty happy with that.
Dynamite archers on this one. Yeah, we got to stay away from them. Okay, so that's good. The fun thing though,
That's a ceiling trap.
you can do stuff like this.
That one's only gonna work on the ceiling.
I mean, it's stupid, but it's also funny. TNT archers, say hello to laser. Probably not. Like, I don't want to laser yet, but what we can do is, since I know I'm going to wind up joining this.
It's just so pretty.
This is off. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. So one of these. 2K and laser at the funnel. Alright, so I don't even know if I want to leave, if I want to Cade yet, because that just makes things a bit more dangerous. No, I get what you mean, but like eventually I'm going to have to start a Cade segment over here and then join it around this corner. So maybe I don't even do that yet. Let's get these up over here.
I like it when the orcs just walk straight into them.
The thing about that is they will be coming up the stairs. They can get shot with the ballistas. They will eventually come this way. I know I want to block that. That'll force them to path a little bit closer to the wall. And then at that point,
I should have somebody to do this for me. Found a good spot. Oh yeah,
all right.
good to go.
We'll expand that as we get more cash. I'm interested in seeing the order that these gates open up in, though, because that should make a big difference on how you have to build this. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Actually, I did all that. I want to restart this. Because this is an area where we get more ground stuff going. I'm actually going to just play bad on purpose. Do pretty much the same thing.
Right there.
But this time we can melee him. Melee, whatever. And yeah.
Traps go up, orcs go down. I'm ready if you're ready.
This will get us some kills on the sword, so we can get the unique upgrade for this.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates.
We just gotta try not to die too much. Remember the arcane bowling ball? Now make it a continuous laser. 40 tile to continuous lasering. Alright, to be fair though, the bowling ball trap in this isn't too much worse than that. It just sucks that it's a war scenario only. But like with the strength of the arcane bowling ball from Unchained, it might as well have been. Like that thing was gloriously ridiculous. Like I think it was single-handedly the best DPS trap in the game, easily. In almost every possible situation.
Dang it.
What is that? Coin? I'll take it. You know what? This is what you do when you want your health back.
More enemies
Isn't
on the
it great
way.
how games give you more lives? It's just so pretty. Out of court.
Alright, so I need about 2,400.
There are enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the rift.
Okay. This is that moment.
I should have somebody to do this.
And we have the cash. Alright, now what we have to do here, because there's always the opportunity for them to try to do some BS, is we create a funnel and we blow up whatever tries to get through there. I guess it also means we can start doing stuff like this.
They're almost there.
Pretty happy with that.
Enemies are attacking on another front. Look out! Our defenses have been breached
who you
again.
Oh! Oh! Ow! Be right back.
There are enemies in our
Oh crap.
rift room.
Wow, that was a thing.
Enemies at the rift.
Ooh, squishy.
There are enemies.
They
in
could
our
add
rift
quality upgrade and have a sword hit with a slash audio, or hammer with a...
room. They're almost there.
I would like better sound effects here. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
There are enemies in our rift room.
But like audio balancing has been an issue for this game a few times.
Enemies at the rift. Now. The barricade is under attack.
Is that it? No?
Do they have any bigger ones?
Okay, then they just move straight to flyers. Okay. Thought I died there, but alright.
Right there. Tiptoe through the trap field. Go, go, go!
More enemies on the way. Flyers in the air.
Alright, hellbats and frostbats. I like. Yeah, the sword doesn't feel like it has any weight to it. The animation's there, but the sound isn't.
Found a good spot.
These saw blades, though, hilarious.
Traps, 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 traps.
I don't even really need these there, but they work, so.
Flyers, more enemies on the way.
Like, honestly, these would be better staggered. Now more leashes for the kill box. Soon. These flyers are getting wrecked. Oh, I have it.
There are enemies in our rift room.
Dang it!
Oh,
A barricade.
I want a do-over.
They're almost there.
they're probably gonna get into the rift right here,
Momentary pause for the call.
or not.
There are enemies in our rift room.
All right, that was special. They definitely should have went in.
Enemies at the rift.
Ow!
They're almost there. There are enemies in our rift room.
All right, the one thing this weapon does have is that works as like an extremely good AoE clear. Laser on the other side of the cave, yeah, should do that.
Makes me not dead.
The barricade is down.
Ow! Ah! Ah! Seen that coming. Hello,
Okay.
old drop buddy.
That's good. And then
On the way.
That works.
The barricade there are enemies in our rift room.
Let's never get gold.
Enemies at the rift.
oh, that's explosive.
Enemies in our rift room. They're attacking a barricade. They've destroyed a barricade. They're almost there.
I'm fine. Just a little case of the deadies. Second time's a charm. Or third. Or fourth.
There are enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the rift. There are enemies in our rift room.
So this thing, like, while it's good at clearing out groups, especially with the secondary attack, it's still really bad at killing heavy targets. And because I have to stand so close to the barricades, they take a lot of extra damage. Yeah, trolls are naturally weak against lightning, so
Point me to the after party.
the trolls get destroyed. It's insane. I didn't expect to do that well, honestly. Like, the only thing I didn't get there was par. And that means that there should... we only killed 120. Well, that was like 90 extra enemies with it, which is fine. Yeah, we're still switching back to the blunderbuss. But, did I have any empty slots there? You probably could have done par if you placed another set of lasers. What are we relooping? If I did that earlier, like a lot earlier, yes. I expected actually more sappers, but they weren't there. So that was interesting. Well, now you know exactly, and knowing's half the battle. Alright, I guess we just retry. The fact that none of the flyers were a problem there was hilarious, though. Like, I thought maybe they'd send something tricky, an extra beefy one through. Nope. Lasers. Alright. So...
I like it when the orcs just walk straight into them.
I'm firing my laser. All right, blunderbuss. Yes. Alright, and this means I don't have to babysit the Cades or, you know, worry about them just getting blown up because I'm standing near them. Still might happen, but, you know, we'll see.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate.
Dang it! Have any more of those? I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee bit concerned.
Butterfly in the middle of the laser? You are correct, sir. That would be a great idea. I'd have to drop the trinket or something now. I don't really need the trinket for the lasers, though.
They're almost there.
He tried to thread the needle. He failed.
Ow! Seen that coming?
There are enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the rift.
You know what? I'm gonna just stand over here in the rift. Y'all can shoot at me if you want. Bring it on.
They're almost there. There are enemies in our rift room.
Okay. They don't melt the heavy armored ogres quite as hard, but they definitely do something, which is nice to see.
All set.
Ah, I messed up on that one, but that's okay. You know what? Let's do one of these.
It's just so pretty.
And that, and then we should be good there.
Enemies at the rift.
You know, I don't even think I'm gonna shoot at kobolds anymore. I think I'm gonna just let them go.
They're almost there. The enemy army is attacking on another front. They've breached another door.
Oh man, you know what?
Good workout.
No, you don't even need the butterflies.
Enemies at the rift.
Instead of the butterflies, you just put a ice dart spitter right in the center, above the barricades,
There are enemies
in between the lasers,
This is so
and then they get
easy.
frozen under the lasers,
They're almost
or both. Yeah. Well, you know, both is kind of redundant. One of them eventually just doesn't do anything, and the ice darts deal damage too. Oh, look at them! They're stopping underneath the lasers to shoot at me.
enemies in our rift room.
Just kind of dying.
They're almost there.
A little bit older, but a little bit better.
More enemies on the way.
This never gets old.
In the air.
Oh crap. Hey, thanks for following Robotic Dynasty. Uh-oh.
There are enemies in our rift room.
That ain't enough.
The barricade is under attack.
Alright, maybe it is. Saved, basically. I spammed traps a little bit too early without looking at what was coming out. Oh. Alright, that should be enough.
Found a good spot.
I thought, okay.
They're attacking the
Yeah.
barricade.
Watch that first step.
Thank you for moving
Risen
forward and
from the
dying.
dead. Like that one famous guy. You know, a zombie, but cooler. That's right. I'm War
The dash
Major
just
Wi-
wants you to chill out. Ha ha. Very
Look
punny.
out, more enemies on the way.
That worked.
Enemies at the rift.
Wait, what? Oh, a flyer got through? I wasn't paying attention.
There are enemies in our rift
Hey,
room.
that was fun.
So we ended up watching 3/4 of that whole anime? That's nice. Which one was it?
They're almost there.
So what I'm hearing is I needed more saw blades. Rip. I buffed this area too soon.
There are enemies in our rift.
I like the setup. Like, now that we have some ideas on improving it, let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, so things that we don't really need considering the setup that we have here. Arcane Brimstone. This is like the first time I'm literally willingly taking Arcane Brimstone out of my setup. Because lasers. It's called the Promised Neverland. The lasers are new. The lasers and this trap here are the two new regular traps added in the Drastic Steps DLC. So let me get my other baby, the Ice Dart Spitter. An enemy glitched, I think, and you magically lost the rift point. Well, shoot, that's pretty much
I
like
should have somebody to do
status quo for me in this game. Hey, look, an enemy disappeared off the map, and it's in my rift.
Traps go up, orcs go down. Traps, 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 traps.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate.
Boom boom for you and boom boom for you. Ha! I'm giving. Ooh.
Oh, Promised Neverland is great? Yeah. I don't think I've actually watched that one yet, but it was on the list. Don't spoil it, but it's amazing. Tasty brains, mini headshots.
There are enemies in our rift room.
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to heal, but... Give me some ogre brain blocks. I need it for my omelets.
Is that it?
Okay.
More
enemies on the way.
Trap field. Pretty happy with that.
The ending is precursor for season 2.
Okay, that was fun.
Okay.
Enemies at the rift. They're almost there.
You're mad? Why are you mad? Yeah, step in here, buddy.
Enemies in our rift.
There we
More
go.
of those?
Okay.
Yep, roll on. Like deodorant.
More enemies on the way.
Alright, and then we hit him with one of these. And a couple of these.
Enemies at the rift.
Should move that back and move the ballistas a little bit further up.
They've breached another door.
Remember, next wave is flyers. I'm ready.
I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee bit concerned. That was
There
me
are
that did
enemies
that
in our
thing
rift
there.
room. Enemies at the
Do
rift.
they have any bigger ones?
They're almost there.
Yeah, these days, like, everybody's pushing for serialization so much that, like, if it doesn't have a cliffhanger, it's a movie. Which is kind of a shame. Like, I like when stories were a bit more succinct. I mean, those are just the habits of the Japanese television industry, unfortunately.
Enemies at the rift.
Yes, yes.
Having
Oh,
no
you know
head
what?
does make it easier to get through doors. We won already?
Alright.
Awesome.
Didn't die. Woohoo.
Oh, what a feeling when you're dancing on the... Anyone?
More enemies on the way. Flyers in the air.
Hello, old drop buddy.
Alright. So I think this side is almost completely self-sufficient now. And that is doing lovely. We just need to get like one more saw in there and I think we're golden. Sweet. All right. That's where the last bit of our cash comes from.
I should have somebody to do this for me.
Look out! More enemies on the way.
And then we can hit them with this. You know what? I might as well put another slow, like, right in the area where they hit that. And then we're good.
There are enemies in our rift room. They're almost there.
That was me that did that thing there.
The barricade is under enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the rift. They're almost there.
Ooh, do they have any more of those?
Okay.
There are enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the rift. They're almost there.
Do they have any bigger ones? It's just so pretty.
Okay, that's about right.
Fire. More enemies on the way.
And there we go.
They're attacking a barricade.
They are? Oh, was that a sapper? Maybe it was.
There are enemies in our rift room.
For a split second, I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee
The
bit
barricade
concerned.
is under attack. Enemies at the rift.
One got through the lasers.
There are enemies
That was
in
great.
our rift room.
That was perfect.
Almost there.
That got the blood pumping.
Enemies at the rift.
Ow!
There are enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the rift.
This has been one of the few levels in a long time that you could actually set up to like pretty much solo itself. If you left the spot where the first leader is empty for ballistas instead. I agree.
Point me to the after party.
Because then it would help shooting the enemies that are pathing backwards. The area right over where the saw blades are bouncing. Still nice. Small details to keep in mind for Rift Lord. Yep. Increase distracted duration. Since they nerfed the duration on that, might as well go for it now. We got the only upgrade we could get on that. Reduced cost is pretty much the shiz. Tornado in the box. I gotta lift a whole lot more enemies with this. Spike wall. Well, I'll really not use the spike wall. Alright. Campaign time? Canyon Keep. Oh, this is the worst scenario for the DLC. Ooh! That's a boss. Boss flyer, huh? Alright, so this is an arcane flyer. I don't know if they're immune to arcane. It's a turkey. Alright, so we got fire, ice, acid? I mean, we don't, this isn't an immunity to anything. This probably just changes what it's, like maybe it has an on-death explosion or shoots like a little acid pool out. This one is probably going to be either resistant or immune to arcane damage. So, I'm going to have to mix things up here. Oh no, wait, I thought there was a lightning immune one. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's just an arcane one. Okay, if there's no lightning immune one, then the ceiling laser is pretty much undisputed. Or maybe there will be later. Usually lightning bats are purple. Well, alright, then this could be the lightning one. That was the case in previous games. Alright, well if it's not arcane, it's lightning, so I guess I'll find out. Canyon Keep. Honestly, this looks a lot like somebody found a bunch of the assets from Unchained where they were building like the early levels and actually just used them. Not that that's bad. Like, I like the look of like these areas that look like greener and have a lot more color in them, because the stuff in the base game is like a lot grayer. It's a lot more similar to the older Orcs 1 and 2 areas where everything's just kind of like stone and castle keepish. Let's see, fire, bile, frost, the boss type, and probably a lightning bat. If you can follow them upstairs and spam lasers. Alright, so this is all flyers. They're coming straight through here into this. There is no ground units yet. Ground units are going to be coming through here. I don't think they take the other. I don't think they take the other two windows though. They probably just go straight forward. Which coincidentally is exactly the length of this trap.
I can only place that on the ceiling.
Oh, but you mean they might, yeah, and when the other areas open up, there is the possibility that they come through those as well. But it's most likely that the boss flyer is going to come through here. I think their gimmick is that when they get hit with an element, they become resistant to it. So there's actually a few things that I need to do here.
Traps go up, orcs go down.
We need to do, actually, I can smooth this back a bit.
Found a good spot. I like it when the orcs just walk straight into them.
Maybe I don't need to concentrate these as much as what I'm doing right now. Yeah, so let it be like 2 lasers, freeze, 2 lasers, freeze, 2 lasers, hit another freeze in there,
Works.
2 lasers, freeze. Alright, realistically, nothing regular should get through this at all. I'm gonna go to bed in about 20 minutes. I got school tomorrow. They also come in the center. All I see is more potential rave. Flyers come in the upstairs windows, 2 windows on each side. All right, yeah. Figured that much. So we can use the Saw Launcher if we want to, but I think let's do that. Let's drop the Mega Flip for the Knight. I don't know if the Knight will really see much use here, but we'll find out. That's that. Alright, nothing that's not flying is really going to be coming through here, though. There's no pathing for it. If these guys are going to be coming through here, they'll do it once one of the sides open. We don't have the ability to really trap up anything in here with most of the traps. We might have to go back to this. They're going to come through these windows, then that would be good. Does midair still take 4 times damage? Yes, but only if an enemy is launched, not flying enemies. So, yeah. Still, that's nice. We also have the opportunity to set, so Steam Trap plus Laser. Steam Trap doesn't exist here. The only launch traps are the Flip, and actually that may be it in this game. Your weapons also can cause knock-up. Yeah, just the Flip Trap, Mega Flip. The Haymaker also knocks enemies into the air, which is why the Haymaker is a very underrated trap in this game. It's extremely strong. Oh, and the Push Trap. The Push Trap also works. We'll probably have to play around with like some Push Trap Saw Blade combos. I don't know if you can push flyers, though. We require more meme laser setup in the near future. We will meme the laser. Actually, I think the laser just memes itself. You don't really have to do much. Alright, so you literally can't place anything in these alcoves. Nothing will get placed under there. You literally only have walls here. So if you don't take arrow walls... arrow walls and grinders are the only thing that work. Grinders actually should work pretty well against the flyers, though, since all of them are not strong to physical damage. But are they as funny as these? They cost less. Well, not really, because I'll probably spam more of them. But it costs more to fill up the same space. We still want the slow traps. I always like the tar just in case. But then we can do this.
Oops, need more coins.
But we're broke right now. But yeah, that'll cover this. We can fit another one underneath it. But we probably won't have to because they'll all be flying. Saw blades in those upstairs windows? Yeah. Alright, if that's the case, then butterflies and saw blades, where they at? I kind of wish that they gave you the ability to rotate the window of butterflies. I guess it really wouldn't make that much of a difference, but like just because of the placement of the saw blades, like it would be nice.
This never gets old.
Okay. Let's see how well this starts.
So ready.
Flyers in the air.
I'm aware. Yep, you know what? I'm bringing the sword. Nah, I'm still gonna keep the blunderbuss. Alright. So we won't have any emergency freeze, but we'll have pretty much everything else. Oh, wait, I'm starting... Alright, here we go. So we'll only worry about this setup first, and then we'll sort of build out afterwards. Alright, yeah.
Tiptoe through the trap field. I like it when the orcs just walk straight into them.
Let's see if they even make it past that
I'm
much.
ready if you're ready. Are you ready? Because I'm ready.
Look out, flyers.
Pretty happy with that. It's just so pretty.
Doesn't look like it. That might be overkill. Alright, so you can't place this indoors. But can we guard the gates with it? Yeah, we can. Alright. That'll be the move then. They give you a lot of time for this too. Okay. Alright, this trap might be a little bit too OP for this section. Alright, nope, those are void bats. Those are the purple ones, which means they're probably arcane rather than lightning. Hutch laser is not OP. Yeah, it's not lightning. It's arcane. So they make you take extra damage from other elemental sources, which basically means they're just there to kill the player. Yeah, they didn't make the lightning ones.
Boom goes.
Alright, so if that's the case, I'm gonna leave all that there. Okay. What can we do here?
Traps.
You can't trap the bridge, so you just block it, and then
I'm gonna need more coin.
can I literally not put it here? Okay. Yeah, we can do it like this. Wait, they won't let me put... What?
Oh, right. That's a floor trap.
Wait, they... Huh? No, I think it's a bug. Like, you should be able to place this here.
I bet this kills like 100 gazillion orcs.
Okay, I can place it up top. Just won't let me place it down bottom. This is a bug. I've seen this bug before, but I forgot how to get rid of it. You know what? It's not worth worrying about.
Not ready.
More enemies on the way.
Oh, except it literally just still won't let me place anything here. Alright.
Flyers in the air.
How come Cygnus never told me about these things? Ow!
Enemies are preparing to breach one
Oh,
of the gates.
the flyers are still there. Rip.
Oh, come on! Isn't it great how games give you more lives?
Yeah, so that's an auto fail. Alright.
They're almost there.
Oh, they're still not that tough. I might be able to save it. But they're gonna make it through that gate.
There are enemies in our rift room.
Ow!
Enemies at the rift.
Actually, yeah.
They've broken through a gate. Here they come. They're attacking a
I
barricade.
should have somebody to do this for me.
This might be one of those just let them in situations.
Barricade is under attack. There are enemies in our rift room.
Alright, yeah.
They're entering the rift. They're almost there.
I think I might just let them go in.
Enemies in the rift.
Seen that coming?
Because I kind of just want to get the broadsword kills. Wait, how did they get up the stairs?
Ow! Oh,
Block off the two stairways?
There are enemies in our rift room.
oh, my liver.
No. I mean, I want to figure out how they're getting up there first.
More enemies in the rift.
Are they literally walking all the way to the back? Oh no, I'm tornadoing them upstairs. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, they die from one hit to the sword? Why do they have like no health?
Enemies at the rift.
Flyers never had much health. Yeah, but I'm surprised, like, alright, they can take like multiple shots from the ballista, or not the ballista, the blunderbuss in some cases, but like the sword just chunks them immediately.
There are enemies in our rift room.
Don't try that at home. Yep, I'm better now.
Stop them quickly.
Just let me kill the fodder, that's all I want. Wait, are they really going all the way up there?
Someone keeping score? Because we totally should.
Wait, so they're coming in. Oh, they're going through here and then they're going back and then up the stairs. Okay. Interesting. Maybe Robot has some hit and damage type that work better or worse than stuff. They have something, but this thing is disgusting. Why doesn't it work right here? Oh, you know what?
No, goes on the floor.
They might have patched this. They may have patched this so that you can't put barricades on it.
It's weird how these floor traps have to go on the floor.
Because you can put the ceiling traps on it, no problem. Wall traps are okay. No floor traps though. Wall traps up there are fine. Huh. If I wanted to put trap, nope, okay. I don't know. There might be a bug that might not. That kind of make the outpost kind of useless now. It does. I'm still gonna say that it's a bug. Oh.
Let's rumble.
Because like literally up until today, I didn't have this issue. But I also don't think it's supposed to highlight that color when you're trying to place a trap.
Flyers incoming.
Okay, she do damage. She definitely puts in work. If damage is what you need, she got it.
A little harder to bounce back in my advanced stage.
Like, I could see a squad of those doing exceptionally well.
Enemies at the rift.
Now they're just gonna go in.
Seen that coming. I'm
The
fine.
rift has been compromised.
Probably a bug then, since nothing mentioned anything about the outpost. Yeah, I didn't think so either. Alright, I just need one more to go in. But also... I kind of don't like the fact though that like... Alright, if you block the stairs and just makes everything go mid, you can literally just fill the entire place with these.
I'm almost out of that stuff. I want a do-over.
Our rift is
Yep, I'm
fading.
better now.
Alright, that's fine. That's what you would do? Yeah, I was thinking about it, but like, I actually just wanted to get the loss so I could check this out. Alright, so that was a good amount. That was like 50 kills, and I wasn't using this in the beginning because I couldn't. But, Alright. Retry on Apprentice. Retry. Alright, so new idea. Laser spin mid to high heaven, block the stairs. Right, so you don't even have to block the stairs specifically.
That works. Right there. Found a good spot.
We can do it closer up there.
trap, buddy. Traps go up, orcs go down. Tiptoe through the trap field. That one's only gonna work on the ceiling.
Let's get rid of this one then. And do
I
this.
like it when the orcs just walk straight into them.
Flyers in the air.
I know I won't need to until after the first wave, but I am going to put some stuff under here and some lasers up. And then block this area off, and so they have to like path into it, and then put some saw blades that bounce around there. Actually, we could section this into 2 ways and then put saw blades around it. I'll worry about it when we get there. So you just laser it up, your Cade is done. Okay.
Who's the big boy?
Nope. Can't place any traps on this. I wonder if that's a mistake. I don't know. I have to go post a bug report and we'll find out. Because that seems silly. Hold up. Take that good old screenshot. Add in another screeny here.
We won already? Awesome.
Okay. So, knowing what we know, can we move this up any? No?
Whoa! I guess bigger really is better.
No, I guess there's no point in doing this. It's not true.
This never gets old.
Let's get everybody over here. And then tornado
Who's
them off the
big
bridge.
boy? Go, go, go!
More enemies on the way. Flyers incoming. Enemies are preparing
That's
to breach
right.
one of our
Keep 'em
gates.
coming. Ah, dang it!
They've broken through a gate.
Okay.
There are enemies in our rift room. They're entering the rift.
That's traps in the front for wave 1. You need layers for flyers first. Oh no, I'm still just farming up melee kills. Just settle with the 6 lasers. I don't even care, they can go in.
There are enemies in our rift room. Enemies at the... More enemies in the rift.
You can go ahead. You can die.
Remaining.
Is the lightning stun thing just like a random percentage chance, like the flinch from the physical attacks?
They're almost there. Ow! Our rift is failing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be dead soon. I did it my way.
There are enemies in
Isn't
our
it great
rift
how
room.
games give you more lives?
Hold them back.
Ow!
Do they just not take damage unless they're in the area already when you activate that?
Enemies at the rift.
Alright, so they got hit. They got hit after when the second attack came out.
Ow! Oh!
Okay.
Nice to beat you.
We can solve this. No, we can't. There's still something alive, and it's stuck outside. What the heck?
Hey, we did it.
That happens
By we, I mean
sometimes.
me.
Actually, I probably don't need to place these this far up. Like, they give you way too much time on the majority of the war scenarios just because they want you to look around a lot. I could move all of this, like, back here, and it would work against pretty much 100% of the flyers. And that's important just because of the fact that you don't get to reposition in Rift Lord. Then we get to drop one of these down here.
Trap.
Oh, it's already still there. Okay. I still don't think this is a bad idea.
Found a good spot. Right there.
You do something like this.
That works.
You can do that. And then what does that do? Alright, if I do the same thing with one of these back here, can we loot those? Yes. Okay. Means we do the same thing on the other side. Put butterfly up or down or up a tile, so you have going vertical instead. You could. But this is more just so that they turn around once they get to the end here. That one bounces too. Butterfly trap is OP. Butterfly trap is lovely. I'll put one more butterfly in here. Alright, how many of these do we have up top? We got a couple of ballista, 6 of those,
Good to go.
and now they're coming through on the other side. I probably should have moved those war traps just to get some more spins, because my thought was to make the saw blade bounce vertical like how you used it. Oh yeah. Like, I'll probably do that when I go back through this one more time, but right now I'm mainly just sword.
Dang it.
Look out! Flyers! Flyers incoming! Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates.
Just a momentary pause for the cause.
Can you just? Yes, you can.
No chance of that. Be right back.
The door is down.
Second time's a charm. Or third. Or fourth.
Here they come. They're attacking a barricade.
Oh yeah, I like the saw blades.
They're almost there.
Is that it?
The rift has been compromised.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't need the cage in the middle.
Is under attack.
It's not that it's efficient, it's just that I wanted to do it.
Ow!
They're attacking a barricade.
Oh, come on! I've risen from the dead. Like that one famous guy. You know, a zombie with cooler.
The barricade is under attack.
But realistically, the best thing that you'd probably want to do is to place,
Attacking a barricade.
you'd probably get rid of the ice darts.
Stop them quickly.
If only we could get a character's armor or something so they could take a hit. Yeah, they don't really want you taking hits here. I'm actually surprised I've gotten this far already. I'm actually kind of worried about these flyers getting stuck. Excuse me. That's happening a
I am
lot.
just so ready.
More enemies on the way.
Okay, so reverse this. Stuck flyer is gonna kill Pyre, yeah. That's kind of
Drop, buddy.
my thought process. Alright.
Pretty happy with that.
Flyers in the air.
It's just so pretty.
There's no small ceiling outside. If there is, you can put a few ballista. So I looked around on the top level for the flyers. There is none outside. The best you could do is put ballista out here, which would work. If you bring arrow walls, you can set those up, or you can just use the saw blade launchers and set them up in the cubbies. That's what you would do if you were going for faster clears. If you wanted to, you could also ballista out of in here for these guys, or even haymakers. Haymakers would be nice. Like any ceiling trap you want that isn't crowd control.
Barricade is under attack.
Do they have any bigger ones?
But I think if you want it to be efficient with your coin, sticking the ceiling ballistas right in the center where the paths converge for both windows would probably be the best thing to do. But since I literally have nothing to worry about for the inside, I'm going to see if I can kill some lighter enemies.
Ow!
All the heavy boys can just walk into the rift.
Seen that coming. I want a do-over.
Alright, I guess I can't. Ooh, are those the big guys? They look huge. Like super, super big flyers. Or is that just a lot of them? No, those are frost bats. Okay.
Okay, that was fun.
So this does feel slightly slower than the blade staff.
I did it my way. You're a little harder to bounce back at my advantage.
Yeah, with the stuck ones, yeah, I don't think there's anything you really get to. No, you know what you do to deal with the stuck ones? You place priestesses on the balconies. That's probably going to be the move. The melee weapon overall could use a bit more reach. This one, definitely. Like, the blade staff is a little bit faster, so you can clear enemies out a bit quicker. And I don't have the health on hit for this one yet. If it's on the same par as the blade staff, this might get better after I get it. Right now, it's kind of trash, though. Nah, I don't even think the priestesses will be able to attack that far. That thing's just really... That's bad. That's probably the worst thing on this map overall. The stuck flyers. Because there's literally nothing that you can do to obstruct the flyer. Why would they stop?
Flyers incoming! Barricade is under attack! Flyers in the air! Look out! Flyers!
Might as well spend your coins. I'm not actually trying to win. I just wanted to get some sword kills. Laser's literally too strong.
The barricade is under attack.
That's gonna leave a mark. I'm fine. Just a little piece of the dead. That which doesn't kill me makes me not dead.
You know what? They might have had a chance if I didn't put the saw blades out. Just meme it up with saw blade spam. Alright. While I would love to meme it up with saw blade spam, like, this isn't even running on my PC and frames. Actually,
Pretty happy with that. Ooh, do they have any more of those? For a split second, I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee bit concerned. Ah! Oh! Ow!
it literally, you can literally just move better as soon as you look away from all of that. Alright, what's still floating? You!
A little bit older.
Alright, we should have a boss now.
More enemies on the way!
Hello, old trap buddy. I like it when the orcs just walk straight into them. Tiptoe
Flyers
through the
in
trap
the air.
field.
Oh, we can't place those inside, that's right.
Flyers incoming!
That was me that did that thing there. That got the blood pumping.
Flyers in the air!
Oh man, this is gonna be amazing.
Alright, this level is actually just like hard to lose unless you're trying to.
Destroy the barricade! They're attacking a barricade!
Do they have any bigger ones?
The barricade is under attack!
Alright, Chromatica. So, the boss is coming. If the boss gets bopped, then there's literally nothing that can kill me on this level.
How come Cygnus never told me about these things? Is that it?
Chromatica, a lesser dragon than Chroma.
Ain't that coming?
Oh, there it is. Alright, you can't freeze it.
Enemies at the rift! Our rift is failing!
There we go. Alright, so the main thing that you have to prepare for is that boss.
Ooh, do they have any more of those?
Alright, that's fine. What are we looking at here? Close? Done. Alright, so adds an additional bolt to the secondary or primary attacks heal. We'll play around with that some more once we get into another stage. I just wanted to get that done. Would normal damage ballista be better for the boss since it's non-elemental? Actually, the increased range would be better overall. For this level anyway, because there's nothing that you really need to apply arcane damage to, and you have access to the priest and the priestess and the arcane staff if you want to deal arcane damage yourself now. Before, there was no way for the player to apply their own arcane damage. Now there is because of the staff. So yeah, we just boop. And then still don't like using Bank of Archers much. How much did the priestess? The priestess maxed out. That's good. But you said earlier that the boss adapted to elemental type. That's what I think they reported. It didn't really seem to be changing there. Like maybe it just gets like a strength if it gets hit with the same stuff repeatedly. But all right, so if I think what the way the gimmick is supposed to work is that it gets resistance to the last type of elemental damage it was hit with, which means that if you're going to use the lasers, you want to actually make sure that you have elemental damage hitting it from other places, because then that'll make sure that its elemental resistances switch back and forth repeatedly, and then you could use something like fire arrow walls, the lasers, and like the arrows. But either way, you know, it works. Reduce recovery time, ability radius. Alright, that just means we gotta farm up some more skulls. Which is fine. I'm actually... Hold on. I'm gonna check the patch notes real quick. Okay, Ice Amulet, Flame Bracer, Auto Ballista, Elven Short Swords, Decoy, Environmental Lava Pot Trap, Endless Levels, Firelings, Bug Fixes, yeah, Gameplay. No. For focus enemies will now pass. Okay. There's literally nothing saying anything about the changes to the, I just wanted to double check. Yeah, it looks like there has to be a bug going on with the, where is it? Not the tornado in the box. That's still... Oh, we're halfway there. Laser saw special. War outpost. Yeah, just have reduced cost. If we wanted to use arrow walls, we could turn on slanted walls, but if that bug stays there... What is the special on the saw? We should definitely be there by now. Traps. Saw blade launcher. Okay. Bleed is great and explodes on destruction. I think that means when the saw blade expires, it explodes. So this is interesting. This is probably better if you don't pump this up. This is good no matter what. Yeah, I think bleed's the choice. Is there anything I'm not taking advantage of right now? I actually think I'm going to go back and change this back to arcane damage. Just if we're going to cross elements over. Let's go ahead and make this deal fire damage again. This won't work against the fire bats, but it'll work against the boss and all the other ones. That's fine. Don't care about the stealing pounder. We don't need the brimstone right now. Let's lift the skulls out of that, and then we can go see the spike trap. We can take those out too. Alright, that should give us more than what we need. Alright, the knight has no kills. We're gonna set him up. It can explode like every 3rd or 5th bounce when it expires, sure, but only when it expires. When it normal upgrade increases the duration of the saw, seem kind of counterproductive. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like I might play around with it later, but you know. I think this is the recovery time after she dies, which is fine. Ooh, actually that's no, she can't be placed inside. Alright. Alright, I don't really need to worry about spending skulls on her right now then. We'll do that just in case we decide to use her later. The snowblower has its upgrades. Tornado in the box is halfway there. We're going to not be using the war outpost until I get that bug examined. The list is good, but we can't use it inside, so it doesn't matter. The knight we're going to be using so we can get his upgrades. The Mega Boom Barrel Launcher will probably be useful. Killer Beehive is also good. Giant Flip Trap, I don't need to do anything with that. Bank of Archers, this is, yeah, that's already done. Okay. So we got a bug with the... We got a bug with the war outpost. So we're going to drop that for now. Whoops. We're using these two. This can go over here. Going to use the knight. Is there anything else? She's in there. I think that's pretty much it. I'll leave that over there. I'll probably use it at some point. That literally ruins a clear for one of the levels that I play a lot, though. I don't know. I'll have to see if that's intended. Bile bats. Immune to acid. What? Okay. So then there is the expectation that at some point there will be acid traps in the game. No. I knew bile bats were acid, but there are no acid traps in this game. Like, we don't have the acid sprayer or anything else here right now. I would love it if they were in the game. Isn't dart trap supposed to be acid based? No. Dart trap normally just shoots out darts. You're thinking of the one from Orcs 2, which was the poison dart spitter. This one's just the dart spitter. It just deals damage. but it is significantly worse than the poison dart spitter by default. But yeah, there actually is no poison in this game. There's bleed, fire, ice, lightning, the arcane debuff, and I think that's it currently. Acid would be a good addition. And it'll probably be an armor reduction, but it's not here yet. But I guess we know where they're thinking if they add in some of the other stuff. Those are the Hell Babies, Frost Bats, immune to ice, weak against headshots and fire. Void Bats, immune to arcane. These are just weak against headshots. Okay. Regular Hell Bats. Chromatica. Yeah, alright, so here we go. Immovable flying enemy changes color to combat elements. Weak against headshots. Strong against all elemental damage. 10 rift point value. Okay. So then, I guess if this gets hit by too many of the same thing, it converts to being resistant to that element and probably negates it completely. But if you mix up the elements, either that doesn't work or it was just taking so much damage that it almost died from the lightning traps. Which would kind of negate that entire ability. Like, what's the point? You have posted more food porn? I will take a look at it later. I'm not trying to be hungry right now. That is counterproductive. Alright. So, since we no longer need to use this, get that out of there. I was clicking the wrong thing. That makes sense. Weapons. Tried and true. Okay.
I should have somebody to do this for me. Traps go up, orcs go down. I'd better put that on the ceiling.
I actually don't think the ice spitters, the dart spitter is probably too good here though. Is there anything else that's worth putting on the ceiling though? I don't think so. Ooh. No, not the pounder. Do I have it? It's not flaming right now. Okay. Ooh, that means I probably don't have upgrades on it. Nope. I mean, actually, no. This could work for the lower levels. But it's expensive and I don't really need it. So, I mean, I really would like the swinging mace. No, it does have its upgrade. All right, then it has the swing faster upgrade. I was probably avoiding fire the last time that I used it. Actually, we can put that back in. Yeah, I think that's really all I need for the ceilings.
Right there.
So this counts as inside. Okay.
When am I not ready?
Flyers incoming!
And I placed too many of these. I should have dropped the last row of ballista and we could have blocked off the paths around for the stairs. The acid hits you and deals damage over time slowly too. Not bad.
Traps.
Wait, did they actually make it past? Oh no. Oof. Looks like the babies might. Oh no, the void ones, because they are resistant to the ballista. Fire? Oh no, they're just straight up immune. Kind of poop that you can't use war scenario stuff inside. Yeah, like anything that they want you to be able to use inside has like a special upgrade. Use it inside. It's like what? Oh, for this one, yes.
Flyers in the air. Feel the shock.
I feel like his lightning is way more impressive than mine. Just saying.
They've broken through a gate. Enemies at the
Alright, apparently the ice darts actually did help take these guys out. So maybe I was discounting them a bit too much.
Not today.
There are enemies in our rift room. Alright, let's go. They're almost there.
For a split second, I thought about maybe boss.
Oh yeah, I definitely didn't have enough lasers. But I also placed like way too many of the ballista. It's just the center, right? It should be more like this.
Ceiling only. I can only place that on the ceiling.
That's about right. No, I was overdoing the ballistas in general. Like you actually need way more lightning than that, than what I was putting out of place before. And yeah, that's fine.
All set.
Okay, and then for these guys.
In the air.
Okay.